So I have divided my presentation into two parts. First, I'll share some slides with you. So as per the introduction, you must have seen some organizations name like National Geographic, UNESCO, Microsoft, Adobe, and Elsevier. So I have taken the case studies, the facts and figures, the reports from all these organizations to understand that what exactly we have to do in 21st century when World Economic Forum is saying that we must have top 10 skills in us that is required to live in 21st century, and AI literacy is also coming on the way. So how we have to move it? So I'll share some data with you, and then we will do, as per the time availability, we will do some 3 to 4 AI tools also, so that it may help us in igniting the spark inside us and to boost the creativity and critical thinking. Because when we say that we should be having a critical thinking, but how it will come, it's not going to come with just a discussion. We have to do something, we have to do some implementation part as well, and then we can say that yes, I am thinking critically, I have done some creative work, and how it can be done through AI tools with all those ICT digital tools and all that. So that will remain the main focus. And above all these things, there is one point that I will emphasize in the starting also and in the end also, that maybe today it is AI, it will be some other technology in the future. We have seen some many technologies in the past also. But if we have the mindset that allows us to have an ideas, that allows us to think about growth and innovation, only then these tools will be helpful for us. So there may be thousands or lakhs of tools will be coming in the future also, and technology is changing day by day, and it is growing like anything exponentially. But if we have that mindset, if we have that growth and innovation mindset, only then we will be able to accept it and we will be able to implement it. So with this, during this 1 hour, I'll try to convince you that why growth and innovation mindset is required and how we can cultivate 21st century skills, that too with the help of AI. So now I'll share my screen with you, and then we can see how it is going to help. So it's a request to organizers. So in any case, I lost my connection or if anything goes wrong, I'll be joining quickly again. So today's topic is power of AI to cultivate critical 21st century skills. So that we will discuss how it can be achieved. So we will first start with a powerful quote that remind us about our responsibility. So education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. So because I came to know that I'll be interacting with the students from UG and PG, so we all know that let's say on 15th of February we have the examinations, and now we also know that 5 days prior to the examination, or 2 days, or 8 days, or 10 days, we will actually start filling the vessel. We will try to complete whole curriculum in the time span of 5 days, 10 days, or 12 days, or even 15 days. So that is the period when we are going to fill the vessel. So if that is the case, I don't know if it connects with you, but it connects here in India with almost every student, every state, and even I have done some other international webinars. So they agree that it is true. In the last 5, 10, 15 days, we use this work, we fill our vessels. So exactly then what we have to do in the whole semester. If we have a 6 month semester, if we have a 3 months time before examination, so what we have to do, that is the time where we have to kindle the flame, where we have to ignite the spark. This is the time where we have to do the projects, where we have to implement the things, where we have to learn AI tools, where we have to do all those things, because completion of curriculum or the filling of vessel is going to happen in the last 5, 10, 15 days only. So this is a responsibility, that how to kindle the flame. So education main purpose is that only. So how it will be done. So I'll start with one case study. As I am working with IIT Bombay under a program named Spoken Tutorial, where we have 75 courses and they are dubbed in 22 Indian languages. All are available in English as well. So we have trained 1 crore learners pan India till now, including some participation from Zanzibar and Ghana also. So we have a verified students from the colleges and universities. They have come to our portal. They have taken the course. They have taken the test, and they have the certificates. So that is the one end. Now we are tied up with a company. They are known as Eight Step Foundation. What they have number of employees, 200, 300, 400, 500. We have a verified students. They are coming up with the employers. So using AI, they have created a platform. So on that platform, it is possible that verified students can be connected with the employers. So how it is going to happen, I'll tell you quickly, because this is the major application where AI is going to play a vital role in all those cultivating the 21st century skills. How? Verified student comes to the portal, there is an AI chatbot, and that student, he or she has to interact with the chatbot. What is the purpose? There will be a script of, there will be a script. Let's say the job role is to sell the insurance policy, or maybe anything. It will depend on the role of a company that is looking for. So let's say that student has to sell a policy to an individual. It's an insurance policy. So he will first read a script that his name is this, his age is this is the city where he is living in, this is the state, the languages he knows. So all those things will be there, and certain questions along with the answers. So after reading thoroughly the script, the call will be initiated with the chatbot, and that too available in multiple Indian languages, because we have students from the rural areas also and from the urban also. So as per their language preference, they can start interacting with the chatbot. So let's say that call goes till 15 to 20 minutes. After that, the real magic happens. According to their interaction with the chatbot, they will have a number of parameters. Number one, how they have engaged the chatbot, how they have initiated a call, how they have closed the call, what level was the motivation, how well they were communicating, their communication skills, their motivation, their confidence, their sales pitches, their marketing pitches. So just like that, about 10 to 12 parameters will be created for every interaction. Now, they have employees on the other end. So some companies are looking for a confident students. Some companies are looking for students who are well versed with the communication skills. Some are looking only for the marketing thing, that they are very good in marketing. I will train them in communication skills. I'll make them motivated. I will fill the confidence in that. I just need a marketing pitches. So different companies are looking for different parameters. So let's say company A is looking for confidence. Student A is having that confidence because there are parameters, and so company is taking students for the next interview round. So this is how all your 21st century skills are coming: your communication, your creativity, your critical thinking, your confidence, your motivation, your understanding, how you're going to close the call, engage the call, and how you're going to initiate. So all these parameters are evaluated with just a AI chatbot. And with this process, we had an event at IIT Bombay where we have selected two students in just 15 minutes. So because everything is done through a chatbot only, their report is being generated, it is sent to the companies, and for what parameters they are looking for, and they have immediately took that student for the next interview. So this is the real case study, that how AI is going to play a vital role, and the jobs will become like a signals. So all those signals are generated for a student, and accordingly company can take it. So now the important uh, thrust area or the important focus will remain on just a one word, that what are the 21st century skills. We are very well known about it, but we will see from a different perspective. So as you can see, there are two kids sitting. One is having a digital gadget and one is having a conventional method of doing the learning. So it says that both the learning environments will be required in 21st century. We as a student, as a teacher, as a parent, as an educator, we have to decide that what percentage should go to the digital thing and what percentage should go to the conventional, because both the things are going to stay in the 21st century and in the coming years as well. So these are the top 10 skills given by World Economic Forum, and there was a report, Future of Jobs report, which was published in 2018, and now we have another report that came in 2025. So according to that, they have just added two more skills. One is AI literacy and second one is a financial literacy. Otherwise, all these 10 skills are well there in the top 10 skills given by World Economic Forum. And during this report, which was published in 2018, there was one skill that was completely removed as top 10 skill. And that skill was known as memorization. So now we know that our addresses are replaced by location. When we are going to meet someone, we are not asking that what is your address. We are asking them, give me your location, and we are asking them to share on WhatsApp. And now we have context. It's a very basic thing, but it gives us signal of something, that we are not remembering the phone numbers of our family members, our friends, our colleagues, and all that, because we have the contact list. Now we don't want to remember, and also we can't remember it also. So you give a try to remember 15, 20, 30 phone numbers, new phone numbers. We will not be able to do that. So that is the reason, and it also connects with AI. How? Now let's see what is the need of memorizing the all the things, which we also call known as rote learning. Why there is a need to memorize the things when everything is available on internet? And now we see that everything can be, we can receive from a chat GPT. So why we have to remember? Now another skill is required, that is called curation, that how you can ask a valid question to a chat GPT or any other AI tool to get the desired result. And that is called as prompt engineering, that how well you are going to write a prompt to get the exact answers. That skill is important now over the memorization. There was a case study of triple IT Delhi Institute in India. They said students are allowed to use chat GPT in an examination, but they have to share the prompt that they are using. On the basis of prompt, we will be evaluating the students, that how well they are writing the prompt. Because the reason is, if you know the concept, if you are well aware about the concept, then only you will be able to give a best prompt, and according to that the result will come. So that is the reason now assignments are we are not supporting the conventional assignments, because that we can easily give to chat GPT and we can have the answers. So that is again, all things are different dots, and if we are going to connect it, so it will give an idea that we should be very good in prompting. We should be very understandable about the processes that is happening around us, that now memorization is not required, everything is available on internet. Now the skill is how you can validate the information that is coming from AI, how you are going to check the authenticity of the information. I'll give you one more example about this, and then we will move to the next topic. So let's say you are creating any kind of a course. You are from Sri Lanka and you want to create a course in Hindi, let's say, for an example. So what you will do, you have written everything in English, and then you will go to ChatGPT, you will ask it that please translate everything into Hindi. Now, you don't know Hindi, but you have the script with you. But still, you need an expert who can validate it, who can find out the mistakes and correct it. So, human intervention is required, but the first draft can be taken out from such AI tools. So, this is the example that how we have to use the blend of both the things, human brain also and the AI tools as well. Now, gone that time when we have to do a repetitive task, we have to do the data analytics manually. Now we can upload these things onto the your AI tools, and things can be done. So we will take 3 to 4 tools also, so that it can help us to understand better. So these are the skills. You can take a screenshot, you can go to Google to check what all those are top 10 skills. But yes, these are very important and we need to incorporate in our routine. I'll only discuss one, that is a negotiation. If we are convincing anyone for anything, for proposal, for webinar, for conference, if we are convincing even small kids to not to watch the YouTube and let's go to the park to play, again, it's a negotiation. You are asking your ministry, your government to do some program, to do some conference. It is a nothing, it is again a negotiation. So negotiation becomes very important skill. That is why it is coming under top 10 skills. So now these are some core set of expected skills that we should be knowledgeable about the world. We should be smart enough to source the information. That is what the prompting is. That uh, how we can become smart enough so that we can ask any AI tool to give us the some information that we are looking for. An ability to solve the problem, to become a lifelong learner, thinking outside the box, having good people skills, and to work as a part of a team. So these are the skills now companies or some other organizations are looking for. Technically, they can make you strong. That is a one part. But apart from all these skills, these are the expected skills. Now, this slide contains almost all kind of professions, but there is one skill which is valid for everyone. So we will see in the next 2 to 3 slides that what is that skill which is common to all, which is applicable to a teacher, to a student, to a plumber, to electrician, to anyone. So that we will see what is that skill. But I'll give you one more example, that between 1995 to 2005, that is in the time span of 10 years, 3 million manufacturing jobs were lost in the US. And with the same time span, 17 million service sector jobs were created. That is more than 5x. And if we see around us here in India, we have so many companies about you must have all those food delivery, your delivery, Amazon, your cabs and all that. So all these are catering the bottom of pyramid of any population. Let's say if our population is into the shape of pyramid, and bottom of the pyramid is a population that are earning low income, and these service sector jobs are catering to them. So that becomes very important, and it helps to expert thinking, complex communication, new ideas, new innovation, that in the same time span, more than 5x the jobs are also created through these service sector jobs. Then, so exactly, being a student, if I am the student and if I am living in 21st century, so where I have to make a change, so that change is required at only one place, that is a classroom. That maybe we are still the very close to the delivery or conveyor belt experience. Let's say we are sitting in a classroom, one teacher is coming, he or she is writing on the board, we are making the notes, and uh, he or she has gone, next teacher, the next teacher, the next teacher. So again, we are doing the same thing. We are into the conveyor belt experience, and we are just filling the vessel. We are not stopping our teacher, and we are not asking him or her to give us tool for today. Let's take one activity, and you can do this on your own. And this activity is most you can find on the Instagram reels or so also. That let's say we are into a classroom and we consider 20 days a month working days in a school or a college or a university. So let's say Each day, every student will give a five tools in one day. So in 20 days, every student will be aware about 100 AI tools. And this is guarantee. You can also relate after 1 month, there will be a lot of students who will have an idea by using 2 to 3 AI tools, I can build this. It can be content creation. It can be any app that can solve the problem in the school, colleges, and universities, or it can be anything. Because when you will be fully aware about 100 AI tools and their purposes, then you can start thinking in that line. Your brain will start going towards the growth and innovation mindset. Now I know these tools, now I know the resources, and all these resources are free or some paid or freemium or like that. But yes, I can solve these problems with these AI tools. So these are the small things that if we start implementing, we can definitely bring a change and we can start going towards the growth and innovation mindset. So now this is the second last slide. Then we will switch to some tools and then I'll take your questions. I'll try to finish as per the timing given to me. So let's say if this girl could get all of the world information into one backpack, so by the time she graduate, she would need 64 backpacks. So now there is again a one thing, that amount of information in the world is currently doubling every 2 years. So that means the count of backpacks will not be a 64, it will be in hundreds or thousands because information is getting doubled. Now, on the other side, we are saying that memorization is not required. You don't have to store the information, it is already there in the cloud. We need a skill with which we can extract the information. So that is required. So it means there is no need of backpack. So there is another thing associated with it. Let's say that girl graduated, she has done bachelor degree in computer science or in AI, then masters in AI, then PhD, then PDF. So she has completed all her professional formal education to the heights, but now she decided to open a restaurant. After doing all the formal education in computer science or in AI or any other field, now she decided to open a restaurant. Now, for a restaurant, she has to learn some processes, like where she has to open so that she can attract more people. That people management, she has to manage chef, she has to manage marketing, digital marketing, social media handles, how she can manage the ambience, because now people are more towards the ambience of any restaurant where we can take a selfie and upload on social media handles. Now we can compensate on food quality but not with the ambience of restaurant. Now again, the interior, the exterior, everything, perception, how to control everything, business marketing, finance, accounting. It means we never know at what time of life we have to do a different kind of thing. So it means we need to be a lifelong learner, and not only lifelong learner, but a deep lifelong learner. And whenever you are going to any conference, any workshop, any webinar, any FDP, there is only one crux of 21st century debate, that we need to become a deep lifelong learner. I'll quickly give you one example here. It is a real case study in India. There is a plumber who was living in a rural area. There he was getting 15,000 or 16,000 Indian rupees as a salary from that village. And he got a very good offer from a urban city. And there was a residential society, and around 200 or 300 flats, apartments were there in the society. And he was offered to have a salary of 40,000 a month. He can bring his family in the society. He can have a 1 BHK apartment over there. He can stay there for free. It's a complimentary above 40,000 salary in a month. So that was a great opportunity for him. But there is a problem. When he was into the village, He only used to repair and maintain the tap system, that this tap is for cold water, this tap is for hot water, and if we make it in the center, then our mixed water will come. But now, when he visited city, when he went to apartments, he saw there is no multiple taps. There is only one tap, and there is a equipment called diverter. So that they have to rotate on the left side for a cold water, on the right side there is a hot water, and in the center it's a mixed water. So he said, I have never repaired it. So even society people, they said it's very easy, it's a plumbing thing. But he said, when this technique or when this equipment came into the market, I was very rigid that I am okay to work with the tap system only. I will not know how it works. And if it goes wrong, how I can repair it, how I can maintain it. So I am not aware about it. So, because of that very simple and silly thing, he lost the opportunity of a salary of 40,000 along with the one complimentary 1 BHK apartment with family in a city. So, this is a very basic example. And if we are going to relate with ourselves, that now if we got start fighting that ChatGPT will kill our creativity, it will destroy the curiosity and all that, those things, it AI is not going to come into the world. It has already come. The things have been started. Recruitments are happening. Learning is happening through AI. So we have to be with it, and we have to see the positive side and how we can use it to enhance our creativity. Let's say we have drafted a letter with our brain, with our mind, and then we have posted on ChatGPT to correct it, to use some strong synonyms for the proofreading, to remove the mistakes, to remove the grammatical errors. And once you receive the document, let's read it again. This is the step that we usually miss. Sometimes we put it, get it from ChatGPT, and then let's forward it without even checking. So once we start checking, we will see what kind of synonym is used by ChatGPT, how emotions have been added to my letter, and what kind of errors I have done, and it is resolved by ChatGPT. Then it means you don't need an external tutor with you. You have already ChatGPT, and you can interact a lot with it. I don't know with him or her, but let's use the word it. So you can interact with ChatGPT and you can correct yourselves. So I always say you can improve your vocabulary. You can have a huge database of different kind of synonyms with this just a small activity. So we have to see the positive side and how it can be used. So now there is a question, because we have a time limit. So I'll not ask you, please put on chat window. So I will ask question and I'll answer myself only. So there was a interview, and there were two students who went for that, and there were two cases. One student know how to write a C programming code, but he don't know about ChatGPT. So he was completely blank about ChatGPT, but he knows very well the C programming. And second student, he don't know anything about C programming, but he was so confident that he said, you give me a code, you give me a purpose, I'll write a best code from ChatGPT. So the question was that which student got hired? So mainly we think the person who is so confident and he's saying that I know ChatGPT, you give me a problem, I'll give you a code, that will be hired. But the reality was different. The person who knows C programming but don't know anything about ChatGPT was hired. And there was a very valid reason for this. In the starting, we have discussed that if you are giving some English letter and you want a Hindi letter out of it, it can give you, but who will validate? So only an expert can validate. So this is the crux of my talk today. AI is very good. It is the best. But first of all, we have to be expert in our domain. Doesn't matter from which domain. I was discussing in the starting that maybe today we will have a people from different domains. But first we have to be expert in our domains. And then if we integrate AI into our domain, then we can enhance our efficiency. But let's say I am from electronics and I say I can solve the problem of mechanical people also because I have ChatGPT or I have another AI tool. So that will be wrong. First of all, I have to be expert in the mechanical also. And then if I integrate AI into my domain, and then it can be enhanced. Let's take this example of this slide only. Earlier, I used to write who will be hired, but I gave the context to ChatGPT that this is the story, this is the case study, I need a graphic. So it has created a graphic. So you can see a wording with ChatGPT, without ChatGPT, and without ChatGPT, there is a programming code in the mind of a student. And on the other side, with ChatGPT, it is purely ChatGPT. So it has created a very beautiful thing. So it means if you are good at in your domain, how well you can communicate the purpose, and then with the use of AI or with the use of chat gpt or any other tool, you can beautify your concepts. So this is the concept, how we can integrate AI, or how this is the power of AI, how we can cultivate to know the critical 21st century skills that can be done. So I'll take you to now few tools I have for you. Number one tool is napkin.ai. So I hope my screen is still visible. Can anyone please confirm?
Yes, visible.
Okay, great. So this tool is napkin.ai. So let's say you have a lot of data, you are writing a research paper, or you are creating any document, you are creating any letter, or you are creating any presentations. So these are the things that can be done with napkin AI, that you can create a flow charts, you can create a mind maps. I'll give you one example that how I have used it, and also I'll show you the end product that I designed using different AI tools. So it will only take it is a free tool. So let's say I used to have a lot of talks in India as well, that through some student development programs, faculty development programs, workshop conferences and all that. So I was designing my own brochure so that I can share with the colleges and universities that these are my topics and these are the engagement formats I can be available on all these things. So there was one point that I wrote engagement formats, and then I put in a bullet points SDP, FDP, and all these things. So then I gave to napkin.ai, and it has given me this thing. So if let's say if we want to have a more such things, so all these things can be created. So instead of just giving a bullet points, these things can be created. So now let me show you the end product that I have created. So let's say this is my brochure and I have used here. So this is being created by napkin.ai. So these are my engagement formats, and this is how you can invite me for the talks on these engagement formats. So this topics and themes, this design is being taken from Canva, and this was done from napkin.ai. And these small vector images, which are like having just an outline white in color, this is being generated through Gemini. So I have given a highlights that these are my highlights. So I don't want to put in just a bullet points. I need to have some vector images, relevant vector images that I can put in my brochure. So you can see, if you are going to create anything, use multiple AI tools to make it more creative. So this was napkin.ai, and you can have a multiple designs, multiple color schemes, and you can download it as a PDF, PPT, JPG. So everything you can do, and it is editable. So next I'll show you Adobe Firefly. This is a tool from Adobe, and it's a freemium. So few images you can create from text free of cost. And after that, there is some subscription. So I always say, if you are a more frequent user, then you can use it. Otherwise, you can use your multiple Gmail accounts, and that can be used to have a number of more credits. If you are not a frequent user and only once in a while you are going to create anything, so in Adobe Firefly, we can give a prompt in textual form, and we can create a image. So I used to ask from the audience, if we have a like more time, like 2 hour or 3 hour workshop, that you give a prompt, I'll generate anything. So let's say I can generate here. Let's say two cats are using laptop. in the classroom and a monkey is instructing them. So it can be anything. So it can be your domain related also. So this is, now let's see, I'll only give one thing here. We don't want to try this. So this, okay. So how it is useful in 21st century skills, but when I go to campuses and I ask for the prompt, sometimes they're blank. So it also boosts your critical thinking, how critically you are thinking to generate anything. It's not about the tool. There can be plenty of such tools available in the market that can give you similar results. It is not about that. We don't have to just become a AI tool user that we know 10, 20, 30 tools and we can use that. That is a very basic thing. Even a low standard like second, third, fourth, even fifth class student can start using this and generating the stuff. It is easy. But the thing is, how critically we are thinking. I'll give you one example. One faculty gave me a prompt that a group of penguins are doing a roundtable conference. The discussion point is about the fishes, and there are two penguins who are sitting in the corner. They are having their laptop, they are writing a minutes of meeting. So this is the critical thinking, this is the creativity. So using these tools, we can imbibe such skills. That is the topic of today's talk, that power of AI to cultivate critical 21st century skills. So you can see very innocent two cats are sitting on chairs. They are using laptop and a monkey is instructing. So how well we, because we said in a classroom, so there is a scenario of classroom as well in this image. So next tool is gamma.app. This is the very famous app tool. I think many of you will already know about it, but we can do it. So this tool can be used to create the presentations. So we will go to create and then generate. So by default, 10 cards, it is available. It means 10 slides you can create without any cost or without any subscription. So here we have to give a topic. Let's say difference. We can give any topic. Difference between, we used to give for cars. Let's say there are two Indian cars. I'll give that only. Difference between Tata Safari and XUV 700. So let's say we can generate anything. It can be pros and cons of AI. It can be related to education. It can be related to anything. So this is just for an example. So when we talk about presentation, it has two components. One is the outline, that what will be the headings of the slides, and then it comes to the design and animations that can be used. So once we click on generate or outline, it will give us outline that what will be the headings of our presentation. So this is Tata Safari versus Mahindra XUV 700. So now you can see I have only written XUV 700. I have not given the brand name. So it has automatically picked up, so that because I have written a Tata also, Tata is a brand, Safari is a car name. So then outline will be pricing and variants, engine and performance, fuel efficiency and transmission, exterior, interior, technology, safety, user experience, and which one should you choose. So that means it has a complete this presentation will have a complete information about both the cars. So here we can select number of things, and once it is done, we can click on generate outline. So here is a generate button. So in few seconds, our complete presentation will be generated. So the point is, we are well educated. It is not like that we can't make the presentations, but yes, we know that we are now living in a fast changing world which has a lot of pace. If we have the content, we can create a design from gamma.app where we don't have to spend a lot of time in creating the vector images, the graphs, the statistics and all that. So design, font size, font style, font color, everything can be taken care of by gamma.app. Only we have to worry about the text. And sometimes we have the design, but we don't have the content. So for that also, we can use gamma.app. So in a second, all our slides will be generated. And After this can be downloaded as .ppt file, which means editable format. If you want to add anything, if you want to remove anything, you can surely do that. So our presentation is created. Now I'll go to the top. So this is the first slide, and this app can be used to generate the designs, the content part, but not the images. Images are not generated by this tool. This tool is meant to generate the content and the graphics only, but it will give you an idea that this is the place where you can have a similar kind of photograph. So this is the pricing. This is how well the variants are mentioned and the price difference. And then engine and performance comparison. So it used the photograph of engine. And then you can see in every slide, the design theme is different, but it is symmetrical. It is consistent also. So then exterior, there is a full photograph of image of a car. Then it's an interior, then technology and features. So every slide is a different one, is having a different kind of a way of representation. So this is user experience. These are being taken by some website, the testimonials, and then which one you should use. So this is how it can be created. So from share button, you can have an export option, and then you can export to PDF, to PowerPoint, to Google Slides, and you can also export as PNGs. So this is how these tools can be used. So I'll only take these three tools because nowadays we are looking for some things, how to create a presentation. Chat GPT and Gemini, you all know very well, I am very much sure. So there is no point of discussing how we can use Chat GPT or Gemini. So that can be created very easily. So from napkin, we can have a mind maps, we can have a very good way of representing our data. This can be used for the presentation, and in Adobe Firefly we can go for the graphics, so that we can also protect ourselves from the copyright issues as well. So last thing I'll share with you is about spoken tutorial. So spoken tutorial is our platform. It is not a marketing thing. I'm not here for marketing, just to tell you that how we can upskill as well. So there is no fee if you want to see the courses. So that is why I said I am not here to market my program here. So here are the course of, we have around 75 courses. So let's say if you want to learn Linux, so let's say Linux Ubuntu, and these we have language English, and then you can search. So you can have a tutorials of Linux, like installation of VirtualBox, installing Ubuntu, Synaptic Package Manager. So if you want to see all these videos, it is completely free of cost. We are not taking anything out of it. But yes, if you are looking for certificate program, then we have a fee. So that I'll not mention here anything. It is very, very less, very, very nominal. Whenever you will come to our portal and you see it, you will be shocked to see that this is a kind of a free thing only, because this is a program by Ministry of Education and we are running it from IIT Bombay. So spoken tutorial gives you 75 courses, all for upskilling. They are lab oriented, they are practical, nothing is theory. So anytime you can go and visit this website, spoken-tutorial.org. And lastly, I want to give you something, and that something is, this is my number and this is my email ID. So anytime if you want to know more about 21st century skills and you want to know more about AI tools, how you can integrate, if you have any confusion, this number is on WhatsApp. You can email me. I love to interact with the students or with the faculty or with the academicians, so that as much as I can interact, I can see their problems, I can give them solutions. So this is my major role.